Welcome to another weekly installment of Turnpike Sports. I am Dave Weishuttle, and as always, I am joined by my co-host and producer, Doug Weishuttle. Doug, what's up?
Sports betting.
Yes, what a week. What a week. We were both in Atlantic City that first day of sports betting. Amazing.
We took a week off from the show and just did, we had to attend the East Coast Gaming Congress.
Yes,
down in Atlantic
that's
City.
research for the show.
Yes.
We're making ourselves better.
Yes, something like that. If you want to pitch it that way, that's good. But no, that was a great conference, and it was nice to see exactly what was going on. And it was,
and we get to cross the street and place our first legal bets in New Jersey on that Thursday, the second day of the conference.
I wasn't going to put the focus on placing the bets. It was just interesting to see how all the opening of the sports books were happening one of the days of the conference.
Well, look, when we got to the conference in Atlantic City on, I guess it was Tuesday night, it was a Wednesday and a Thursday, and everyone knew that Monmouth Racetrack was going to open up betting on that Thursday. However, no one knew, because it wasn't announced, that Borgata in Atlantic City was going to open up its sports book. And I got to tell you, I found out on Twitter, I think it was around noontime on Wednesday.
Well, truth be told, we were hearing rumblings about a week or two before that they were going to try and be a player.
Well, they said they were going to be a major player the first day of sports betting, but you know what? I have no idea what that meant. I mean, they didn't come out and say, yeah, we're going to take bets, but they just said we're going to be a major player. No one knew what that meant. And you know what? Maybe they were probably hedging their bets because they didn't know if they were going to be ready, and I guess they were ready.
And if you didn't see the Borgata's sports book, it was interesting what they did. They took the race book, and they changed the board to reflect not only some of the horses, but also allow the sports betting that you could do. The championships for football, basketball. They had baseball games going really good. They had World Cup on there. And they took 3 of the teller windows that were for the horse racing, and they made them sports betting. So it was an interesting time to see that, and it was a great time to be down there, too.
Absolutely. Like I said, it was a busy week, so let's get to it. Let's take a ride on the Turnpike.
Exit 1.
All right, Exit 1, surprisingly enough, has to do with sports betting. And like we said, besides Borgata down in Atlantic City opening up this past, last Thursday?
Yeah, last Thursday.
We also had Monmouth Park.
Well, I think did they actually open before Borgata, or did they open up the same time? I know Borgata opened up about 11:30, something like that.
Monmouth opened at 10.
Okay, so they are officially the first ones in New Jersey to accept bets on sports.
They were the very first ones. They had Governor Murphy there. He threw down the first bet.
Yeah, what was he bet on the Mets? No, did he bet? No, he bet on Germany to win the World Cup.
That's right.
And I can't remember what else he bet on.
He bet on.
Oh, you know what? New
Baseball.
Jersey Devils to win the Stanley Cup.
Oh,
yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah,
one.
good luck with that.
Yeah, he probably should have taken someone else's.
Well,
advice
first
on that
off,
one.
hey, you can't throw stones at him. What was your early bet, Doug? Get this one.
I will always do this now that I can do it.
Okay.
I'll always throw money down on the Jets. I got 75 to 1 odds for the Jets to win the Super Bowl.
Well, hey,
So I threw $5 down.
All right, hey,
And we have also I did the Sixers potentially LeBron Sixers.
I did the Sixers
at 4 to 1 to
Okay.
win the NBA championship.
I did the Eagles to repeat as Super Bowl champions, which is interesting because they got 8 to 1 odds. You would think it'd be a little, not that wide of a spread there. But
didn't someone mention that over at Monmouth? You got the 8 to 1.
I got 8 to 1
at
at Borgata.
But didn't they say at Monmouth had a different set of odds?
I heard rumors of that. I have not looked at that yet. I'm not sure if they have the betting slip still at Monmouth where they opened up at, but it's going to be interesting to see how uniform these odds are in the different places.
I can understand the difference of odds between Borgata and Monmouth because Borgata is owned by MGM. They probably went by their own MGM sportsbook out in Las Vegas.
I would assume that's the same as Vegas.
Yeah, and the Monmouth is owned by William Hill, so they probably use the William Hill odds. So I think it really is going to depend upon the operator more so than anything else. But, it happened last week, and they actually...
I might have been a little overboard on it because I took a whole bunch of the betting sheets. I figured they have the place and the time, the date where they bet, and I figured these are going to be collector's items because these are the first betting sheets. in Atlantic City for legalized sports betting. So I took a whole bunch.
See, I don't know if they're going to be collector's items.
They got to be.
At some point, they might be. I mean, you got to just hang on to them and see what is going on. I just hope I don't lose my betting slips between now and the Super Bowl and between now and the NBA Finals. So
yeah, I put them in my drawer. So.
Well, it's one of those things. Monmouth opened. They actually saw a spike in their attendance over for Father's Day.
Okay, so they went by Father's Day numbers,
right?
On their thing.
They're not releasing any of the actual betting figures,
sports
the numbers,
betting figures.
the dollars.
They're what they took in, including the horse racing.
Right. They had 5,000 more people in attendance this Father's Day than last year. They're attributing that to the sports betting. They also had almost just over 700,000 more in total handle for the day.
Okay,
Father's Day. So
this was from last year's.
From last year. So they're saying the sports betting did affect it, and they got more crowds. Now, whether or not these are just the horse racing numbers, and that's actually good to see, which means probably their betting numbers are going to be really good too.
Sure.
Just seeing that much of an increase, 5,000 more people, 700,000 more total handle than last year. So. I think that bodes well for what it was. And you're talking about a very slow time, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's no sports.
And look, they have food and vendors there, so I'm sure they made out well in that area, too. And one of the Monmouth Park is an amazing place to visit. William Hill did an amazing job in creating a world-class sports book. But the big story for me with regard to racetracks and sports betting is that the Meadowlands will start taking bets on July 15th. And look, it's all about location. And the Meadowlands, you can see Manhattan from the Meadowlands. I mean, the Giants and Jets play there.
Remember, the regulation as the Meadowlands say no, they're not open on Sunday.
Yeah, but
they're going to change that.
I'm sure they can change that. I'm sure.
But again, they're also talking about there's Cherry Hill may also get a racetrack now,
which is strange because I think they were grandfathered in the old legislation, and the thing is, there's no racetrack in Cherry Hill anymore. I think it's a industrial park or something like that.
The property, they already have a license for an OTB. They have an approval for a license on an OTB, and it's owned by the guys who own parks. So we'll see if they want to build something there, and then you may see the Atlantic City Race Course come back too, which has been closed for I think 5-6 years now.
Sure.
So it might actually end up doing
let me tell you something.
wonders.
One thing you might say about sports betting, it's getting me involved in the World Cup because normally, look, to be honest, I know it's a popular sport around the world, but I'm just not into soccer. But hey, you know what? I threw a couple bucks down on Brazil because a guy with an English accent said, hey, check out Brazil. I figured he has an English accent, so he knows soccer better than I do. So I put some money on Brazil, and I'm watching it. And by the way, I just found out an injury report that the best player on Brazil now has an ankle injury. I don't know his name. Because I just took the tip from the guy. But we'll see how that pans out. But I'm watching the World Cup. Just because of sports betting.
I think everybody's watching the World Cup.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
Oh.
Exit 2.
Since it is World Cup season, Nike tried to launch a clothing line that was soccer related.
Oh, okay.
And they ran into a huge problem with the US Naval Academy. Now, we're seeing this a lot more. The Army did this too. The US Naval Academy threatened a trademark infringement lawsuit against them.
I mean, I know Nike has a swoop. I didn't see the design. Does the Navy have some kind of swoop, or did they go away from the swoop?
This was a brand new clothing line that Nike was going to partner up with the Undefeated to create a new line of soccer clothing. Okay. It was going to be called the Fives, and it basically had.
What does the Fives? What does that mean?
Well, here I'll explain what they did. Honestly, I don't know the reasoning behind it, but it's one of those things where they had the brand new logo. They were creating a new logo, and they came up with a crest surrounded by columns and some embellishments. Like flurries of leaves and everything else, the laurels, all that stuff. And it just so happens that it was almost an exact duplicate of the U.S. Naval Academy seal.
Didn't the NHL have a problem with a trademark or something like that with the West Point?
Golden Knights,
Golden Knights, yeah. Because they're the Golden Knights, right?
Yep.
So now the U.S. Naval Academy is in on it. Okay.
It was the West Point Paratroopers.
Okay.
That actually,
they were called the Golden Knights.
They were called the Golden Knights.
And they had that trademarked, right?
They didn't have any real trademarks on the name.
But it would infringe on their ability to use it.
If you looked at what the Golden Knights, the NHL team, and the Paratroopers, the only thing they had in common was the name and the color scheme, black and gold.
Right.
But really, the logos were different and all that stuff. But
so now we had West Point, now we have the U.S. Naval Academy involved in a suit kind of similar to the other thing.
This didn't even make it to a lawsuit.
Real? Oh, they settled? Or
no,
or did they change?
Nike ditched the line.
Oh, that was smart.
It was very smart because when you look at them side by side, they're the exact same
was
logo.
Identical?
They were identical. The only difference is in the center of the crest, instead of a naval symbol, they had the Nike swoop, and on top of the trophy, undefeated. I'm sorry, the Undefeated's logo was in the center in place of the naval crest, and the trophy at the top had the Nike swoosh instead of a naval symbol.
You know, it's strange that the sports leagues have great attorneys. I mean, we've talked to a lot of them. And before they take
that says a lot about us.
Yeah, no, they take on all these. You have these logos, you have these patterns, you have these uniform designs, and before they're implemented in any way, these lawyers are supposed to do a due diligence search for anything similar or that could be infringing upon something. And why are we seeing these things are just almost identical?
They might not have run into a problem if they didn't release a week before they were going to do the launch party for this line. They released a video with the logo as a central piece of the video, describing the line and all that stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even before they release a video, shouldn't they be doing a search to see if anything they're infringing on anything?
A lot of these companies are too much of it in a rush to get the product out.
Well, I guess it was
the World
Cup season.
Yeah,
all right.
So they were trying to do that.
All right.
But they're done with that line. They trashed it. No longer doing it. Naval Academy's happy. So that's that for the soccer line.
Exit 3.
We're going to stay with World Cup.
How much soccer are we doing? Wow.
More than you
wow.
want. But,
okay.
But it's one of those things. It's not really soccer we're going to talk about.
The one thing I can talk about soccer is, like I said, I bet on Brazil.
Well, you can actually talk a little bit
about
about
this Brazil?
No, this is about Spain, Portugal, and Ronaldo.
Oh, I saw this game. I actually saw the game. I didn't know the story kind of behind it. It wasn't a story; it was connected, but it's a pretty funny coincidence.
Well, it is a funny coincidence because this deal. And first of all, let me go into this. What it is. Ronaldo, the guy who plays for Real Madrid in Portugal, in Spain. I'm sorry. He's a Portugal native, so he's playing for Portugal in the World Cup.
And he's one of the greatest soccer players right now as we speak.
But what happened was, over the last couple of years, he's been sort of evading his taxes in Spain.
Okay.
So he was accused of evading 14.7 million euros, which is $17 million in taxes.
Wow.
And he's been trying to work this out for the last God knows how long. And it was released by the authorities hours before the Spain-Portugal match. So there's a little gamesmanship being played there.
He settled for $21 million.
He settled about a month ago.
Okay.
And they just released the announcement of the settlement.
Oh, so they were going to try.
This was a little gamesmanship by Spain.
This is a bulletin board material, so to speak, right?
I don't know if you can do bulletin board material hours before.
I can't translate it to Portuguese.
I almost said kickoff. I don't even know what they do for kickoffs for soccer. Do they do a face-off or something? But anyway, after that was released, that news report was released, he goes out and does a hat trick.
Yep.
On Spain.
I was actually watching that game. It was he scored 3 goals.
Well, he agreed to pay $21 million. So he's paying more money to get this settled, and he was also sentenced to 2 years in prison.
Yeah, but I think it's probation though.
Well, under Spanish law,
okay.
if it's a sentence of 2 years or less, they're eligible to serve it via probation. Now, the other guy, the other big star.
By the way, after what
Messi
he did,
Messi did it too.
After what he did to Spain, I'd be afraid they'd throw him in jail.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But this is how he did it, though. Supposedly, he defrauded the Spanish state by channeling earnings for his image rights through a whole bunch of different companies from 2011 to 2014. There's where this money is supposedly being channeled through. That's what he owes. So he got nailed for it. They settled it.
Man, he must have made a boatload of money just for that.
Well, they're saying he made $17 million. That's how much he evaded in taxes.
Okay.
So you got to figure. I don't know what the tax rate is in Spain, but
wow,
you figure over 3 years, $17 million owed to Spain. But he's going to pay $21 million. He's got a 2 years prison sentence, but that's going to probably be served on probation. And he's not the only one. Messi had it done to him too. He got a fine and a 21-month prison sentence last year. So he didn't have to serve prison time there either. So it looks like he's just going to pay the fine, and everything else will be probation.
I should have learned to play soccer. Boy, these guys are making boatloads of cash.
Who knew back then,
Wow.
Exit 4.
Okay, we're going to leave the world of soccer, thankfully.
Oh, thank you.
Now, has ESPN stumbled upon probably what could be considered the next big summer sport? Cornhole.
Oh, is this okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the you stand about 20 feet away from a board with a hole in it, and you hold a beanbag and you try and throw the beanbag into the hole.
ESPN has
they're televising that.
ESPN has entered into a 3-year deal with the American Cornhole League.
Wow,
they're going to have all their events. Well, most of their events televised on ESPN2. They're going to have 6 of their events on the main ESPN channel.
So how does this work? I mean, is it like a bracket system?
They have got all different formats.
Okay.
Depends on where they're going to be doing it. And they're going to be doing they're going to be part of the July 4th Coney Island stuff.
Okay, yeah, no, that's
going to be part of the hot dog
eaters,
eating.
The eaters.
They're going to be doing that. They're going to have a different format for that, they said. They're going to have a number of round limit bracket.
For cornhole.
For cornhole.
Okay.
Yeah, not for eating.
Okay, not for eating.
They're not going to touch the eating. So.
By the way, didn't we meet, what the hell's his name?
Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut last year. The thinnest guy you'll ever want to meet, by the way. It's unbelievable. Well, so the cornhole is going to be in conjunction with
the eaters.
With the eaters. And this is going to be, everything is going to be from Coney Island?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
And they're going to have 6 other events aired on ESPN, the main channel. They started back in 2016 on ESPN3. That was their internet station.
Okay.
Their audience numbers warranted them getting on ESPN2 for their World Championship in 2017. And then that audience number got ESPN interested in getting them the 3-year deal on the main channel.
They have a 3-year deal.
3-year deal.
Wow. So how does I know how cornhole is played, but I mean, is it an individual sport or this a team sport? How does this work?
They have both.
They have both. Okay.
And for the one that's going to be on actually not the July 4th one, but their main national championship, which is going to be on the main ESPN channel.
And where's that going to be live?
They haven't announced that yet.
They haven't announced it yet. They're keeping it secret.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Going to have a prize pool.
Building up tension.
Guaranteed prize pool of $100,000.
Wow.
Last year's top player made $30,000 playing cornhole.
Wow, we got to get a professional cornhole player on because I don't know too much about the league. I don't know too much about the sport. I don't know how it's scored. I don't know how it's played.
They even have their own software system to track statistics for individual players, the teams, creating brackets, all that stuff. And that's one of the things they do. When you start a franchise or a division or a section of it, they charge you for the software. They charge you for the division. Each player has to pay a fee. Each director has to pay a fee. So they've got multiple revenue streams going all over the place. They have this season's prize pool, the entire season, $250,000 in prize money.
Okay, here's the big question now. As a resident of New Jersey, I want to know, can I bet on this thing? You almost have to be able to bet on it.
Sportsbooks have to apply to get the other things taken care of in terms of betting. What they have right now is what they have.
Okay, if I went to Vegas, could I bet on it?
They might be able to do it in Vegas.
You might be able to do it in Vegas, but New Jersey, it's they're pretty
no. No.
See, we're not up with the times, man.
Yeah, I know.
New Jersey will always be a second-class betting state unless you can bet on cornhole. Please, Governor, get on this.
Honestly, if I end up following,
I'm going to call Trenton and say, hey, I want to talk to the governor about cornhole.
This is going to sound stupid.
Yeah,
I would end up following cornhole more than I would soccer still.
Absolutely, yeah. No.
Because
let me tell you something. I can
understand the game.
Cornhole.
I can understand the game. What are you talking about? I still have trouble with soccer. So, but that's it for the ride on the Turnpike this week. Contact the show. Call us at 609-512-6510, 609-512-6510. That's the call or text line. At Turnpike Sports on Facebook or Twitter. info@turnpikesportsradio.com. That's our email address. Don't forget to pick up your International Bikini Team calendar. Email them at info@internationalbikiniteam.org to order your calendar for this year. Also, for everybody, you can follow the show on iTunes, iHeartMedia, Stitcher Radio, and wherever good shows are heard.
And seriously, if you're part or in connection with the American Cornhole League, get in touch with us and tell us all about it. I want to know everything, the rules, where you can watch it.
Just to give them a plug, yeah. I believe the website is iPlayCornhole.com.
iPlayCornhole.com. Okay, well, I hope that's right.
So, check those out. I mean, it looks like a fun sport to do anyway.
Yeah, anyone can do it, so that's good.
All right, we're going to be heading to the break right now. Coming up, we have another Turnpike Sports Police Blotter, and also I'm going to be talking with you about some sports patents in honor of the 10 millionth patent being issued by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office.
Oh, sounds like fun. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports. Now, you've been hearing me talk about MyPillow and their different promotions, like the 4-pack special and the MyPillow mattress. Well, the folks at MyPillow now have a new special offer for all of you. It's called the MyPillow 2-pack special. Head over to MyPillow.com and click on the 2-pack special link right on the homepage. You can't miss it. And here's the offer. Use our promo code CARDS, CARDS, and you'll be able to get 2 MyPillow premium pillows for one low price plus free shipping. You can choose from standard, queen, and even king-size pillows. Same 10-year warranty, same 60-day money-back guarantee, and they're all made here in the USA. That's the MyPillow 2-pack premium pillow special. 2 pillows, one low price when you use our promo code CARDS at checkout. You'll also get free shipping on your order. That's MyPillow.com or call 800-319-7913 to order by phone and use our promo code CARDS. CARDS. Better sleep starts with MyPillow.
Free stuff is awesome, but free stuff that will spice up your bedroom is even better. Just go to adam.com and select almost any one item for 50% off, and then we'll load on the free stuff. Just enter this very exclusive code, BABE16 at checkout, and you'll get 10 tantalizing free gifts, including a sexy item for him, a special toy for her, and a third item you'll both enjoy. And for your viewing pleasure, 6 free spicy movies on DVD, plus free shipping! Always sent in discreet packaging. So go to adamandeve.com now. Get 50% off plus 10 free gifts when you enter the exclusive offer code BABE16. Again, that's BABE16. Because without it, no free stuff. That's BABE16 at adamandeve.com.
Welcome back to Turnpike Sports. I can now confirm that the American Cornhole League's website is iPlayCornhole.com. And by the way, they're sponsored by some pretty good things. Johnsonville Bratz. They got Harris Cherokee Casino Resort, wherever that is. I'm not
That's
sure
in Carolinas.
Carolinas. And then they have on their website, get your free ticket to the ACL Pro Invitational and Brooklyn Cyclones game. You can go check out the Brooklyn Cyclones, which is always a good event.
Well, that's part of the Coney Island stuff.
Yeah. So, they have an app.
Yeah, they have an app.
They have, they have uniforms that you can purchase. It's it's a pretty cool event.
No, they do a good job.
They're all
they
around
do a
the
good
country
job.
too. They're all around the country.
Yeah, it's a national thing. So I know. I think they had one in Vegas one time too. So
good.
Take a look at that.
Well, there's one thing I know is it's good, clean American fun, and I know I'm never gonna see a professional cornhole player on the Turnpike Sports Police blotter because damn it, they're just good people. And as always, the Turnpike Sports Police Blotter is brought to you by Bean Genius. Over 2,000 specialty blends of coffee available at your fingertips at beangenius.com. Have some of the best coffee in the country delivered right to your door each month when you subscribe to Bean Genius. And now get 10% off of your subscription when you sign up at beangenius.com using our promo code PIKE at checkout. That's PIKE at checkout. Bean Genius, the smart specialty coffee subscription service.
All right, starting off, we have professional cornhole player.
No,
I'm
stop
kidding.
it! You're
I'm
breaking
kidding.
my heart.
I'm
Stop
kidding.
it!
No, we're gonna do.
That's wrong.
We're gonna do the probably what I'm gonna call the All Pro Police Blotter this time. These are all pro players or former pro players.
Okay, these should be people we know the name of.
I wouldn't go that far. I think two of them you will know, two you won't.
Okay.
Former NBA player J.J. Hickson was arrested.
Okay, what was he do?
Charged with armed robbery with a knife.
Wow. Okay.
He was arrested in connection with an alleged home invasion. Now,
there's a couple of athletes breaking into homes all of a sudden. What the hell's going on with that?
Well, this is the reason I pulled this one off. Two people were involved in the invasion.
Okay.
He's the only one facing charges.
Well, it was him, allegedly him, an accomplice. Right?
And the accomplice is not being charged.
That's interesting.
Or his companion, whatever you want to call him. He's the only one being charged. This happened in the morning. I mean, 10:30 a.m.
Oh, okay.
In the morning.
All right.
They beat up the guy who was in the resident, and they took personal items. And the only way they caught him was they had neighbors, again, report in. They described the vehicle. They described the suspects. And they found him, the vehicle, and they got him.
We're looking for a 7-foot-tall suspect? Is that what it is?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
So, yeah.
See, I don't get these athletes that are doing it. That's just odd. We get the driving while being stupid and things like that, but home invasions are bizarre to me for athletes to do that.
Well, we're starting to see more of those.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So, but only him was charged. Only he was charged, I should say. My grammar sucks. All right. Now we got two more serious guys coming up, and these are the two guys you will know. Former NFL quarterback Eric Kramer was arrested.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
This guy is going on some tough times here. He was arrested and charged with suspicion of felony corporal injury to a spouse or cohabitant.
Okay.
And right after he was arrested and arraigned, his wife filed for divorce.
Oh, wow.
So now you know who he abused or supposedly abused.
Yeah.
Now, not many details were released on this, but this guy's been having a rough time since August of 2015. He had a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He tried to commit suicide.
Oh, wow. He's got some problems.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's kind of the brain injury kind of thing.
These what I'm going to say next will do it to you. He had the death of one son from a drug overdose.
Oh, that's sad.
Another son was beaten up badly at a house party.
Wow.
So he's been having problems.
Boy, I hope he gets help.
Problems.
Boy, I hope this is his first steps to getting some help.
This was after he went through some therapy too.
Oh.
So this new arrest just happened. This is after therapy, but we hope he starts doing better here.
Yep.
Next up, former NFL tight end Kellen Winslow Jr.
This guy's nuts. This guy's got some issues.
Now, we had him on the last episode.
Yeah, when he first got arrested, and I think more information came.
No.
Oh, I was assuming it was the same arrest.
No, this is new.
Oh, boy. Okay.
This happened during these charges, and this arrest happened during his court date for the other arrest.
Okay. See, I thought that was just more information coming out. This is something else. This is something subsequent he allegedly did?
No, this is something prior.
This is something prior he allegedly did.
Now, the one we had on 2 weeks ago, he had a possible burglary at a mobile home park, that sort of thing. He pleaded not guilty to that, and as he was, during the week he was jailed, these other charges came out, and he was arrested for these. And again, no details are being released right now because of the severity of these charges.
You know, it's amazing. I remember his father, who was an all-world tight end with the Chargers. And boy, I remember that game against the Miami Dolphins where it was so hot and it was so long, and he basically couldn't walk off the field. He needed help going off the field. It's amazing what his son is doing here.
Well, here it's forcible sodomy, forcible oral copulation, indecent exposure, 2 counts of kidnapping with intent to commit rape, 2 counts of forcible rape, 2 counts of residential burglary.
Bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre.
It's just crazy. I mean, it's just getting worse and worse for this kid, and he just seems to be doing it. Now, after those two, I had to end on a sort of a lighter note.
Okay.
This is a current player.
A current professional player?
Yes.
Okay.
Cincinnati Bengals quarterback, Logan Woodside.
What was he, like a third? I've never heard of this guy before.
He was just drafted.
He was just drafted.
Just drafted.
Just drafted. Okay.
Arrested for speeding and operating a motor vehicle under the influence.
See, that's the normal kind of thing we have on the police blotter. Being stupid behind the wheel, you know?
Well, he was stupid because he sped through a parking lot right by a cop car.
Oh. He didn't even get out of the parking lot.
Nope.
Okay.
And after he got pulled over, the officer in his report reported that when he walked up to the vehicle, the driver had a strong odor of alcohol beverage, glassy eyes. He was able to exit the vehicle okay, but had minor troubles counting backwards and had 0 finger dexterity. He couldn't even make a fist.
Wow.
So, and then they applied the horizontal gazed nystagmus test.
I think that's the you hold your finger, follow my finger.
Yeah, he couldn't do it. He had trouble walking and turning. He couldn't count. Subject was unable to complete the one-leg stand.
Okay.
Took his blood alcohol test after attempting to contact an attorney and declined the test at his own expense. He blew a .112 on the breathalyzer.
Wow, that's pretty
That's
bad.
That's a lot.
And I don't know what state he was in, but usually it's .08.
This was in...
Well, I wouldn't know the state anyway.
No, but this happened. He's been a member of the Bengals for just 1 month.
Wow.
So, he was already behind the 8 ball with.
He certainly wasn't a high draft pick.
He wasn't even third string right now.
Wow.
Yeah. He was. Jeff Driscoll and Matt Barkley were already there. They got rid of AJ. They got rid of AJ McCarron. So it's. Who's the quarterback for the? I can't think of his name now. Not Carson Palmer. For the Bengals, Dalton.
Dalton, yeah.
Yeah, it's Dalton.
Big Red.
It's Dalton, Driscoll, Barkley, and this kid may not be there too much longer. So that's it for the Turnpike Sports Police Blotter. Boy, am I having trouble saying that.
You know what you need? You need some coffee from the great BeanGenius.com. That's right, Bean Genius. Go to BeanGenius.com, sign up for a subscription. You get 10% off your subscription if you sign up using our promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. I covered up for you.
I'm going to go sign up during this commercial break.
Yeah,
but
I covered up.
Come back in a little bit. We're going to be talking sports patents.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
We'll get right back to the show, but I want to take a minute to talk to you about Bean Genius. How would you like your coffee delivered right to your door every month, maybe 2 times a month? Well, now that can happen with Bean Genius. Bean Genius sells freshly roasted coffee from some of the best independent coffee roasters in the country at beangenius.com. And Bean Genius actually learns their customers' individual taste preferences, then suggests future coffee blends for them. Well, how do they do that? Well, this is the cool thing about Bean Genius. Over at beangenius.com, they use an algorithm which learns the coffee flavors you like and then pairs up what you like with the coffee that they have in stock. And it's all based upon you. Every time you order, the system learns. The system learns your preferences as you go along and order more and more coffee. And now, all our listeners at Turnpike Sports can get a special offer. You head on over to beangenius.com/subscription, and you'll be able to get 10% off your purchase when you use our promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E, at checkout. That's 10% off at beangenius.com/subscription with promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. beangenius.com, the smart specialty coffee subscription service.
Do you wake up with a sore neck or a bad back? Or maybe you just had an awful night's sleep? Must be the bed, right? Well, maybe it's not your bed. Maybe it's your pillow. That's why I use MyPillow. I sleep great at night and wake up pain-free. And now there's a great deal being offered by the folks at MyPillow. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the 4-pack special tab, and use promo code CARDS or call 1-800-319-7913 to take advantage of this 4-pack special. You'll get 50% off 2 MyPillow premium pillows and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. MyPillow.com with promo code CARDS. That's promo code CARDS to take advantage of this 4-pack special. Better sleep starts with MyPillow. Welcome back to Turnpike Sports. You know, us being sports attorneys and gaming attorneys, we know how important intellectual property is to a sports team's business. Doug, you've been checking out some interesting patents. And first off, the patent office is celebrating a huge milestone.
Patent office just issued their 10 millionth patent.
Wow.
It was issued to, and this has nothing to do with sports, but the 10 millionth patent was issued to Joseph Marin and Raytheon.
Wow, okay.
Coherent LiDAR using intrapixel quadriperture detection.
Oh, he took my idea.
It's
Damn.
Method of bouncing lasers off targets to figure out their range and velocity.
You know, I would think they have something like that already. Don't you see these guys on the golf course, with these laser distance finders? Isn't that it?
No.
No, okay. No. That's how much I know.
Well, that's teaching tracking a physical object. This is a laser.
Oh no! They have these distance finders where you point it at the flag and it'll tell you how far away it is. That kind of sounds.
Well,
like
again,
the
that's a ruler.
Okay, all right.
This is LiDAR.
Okay, this is LiDAR.
Radar for lasers.
Okay.
So I figured, you know what, we're doing a little bit of a sports show here. Let me take a look at what other patents have affected the sports world. So, no further ado, the Skycam.
Yes, I remember the Skycam.
U.S. patent number 4,710,819.
Now, what exactly did they file?
They filed the actual overall system of it being above the fields.
Now that's the wiring.
It's everything. It's all that.
That's the official name on the patent, Skycam.
Skycam, and they also applied for a trademark on the Skycam. So
okay.
They haven't gotten that yet.
They haven't gotten that yet.
No.
So that's a relatively recent, adaptation by the football.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see. I always said, they have these things like over the field. I'm sure. I can't believe a punt hasn't hit it yet, but I'm thinking drones. Wouldn't that be the next logical step to replace Skycam?
it depends on if you can get air permission.
Well, I mean, you can fly the drones inside the stadium.
I think they have enough trouble getting the permission to fly the blimp at times. So, but we'll see what happens. The Skycam was one of the biggest inventions for sports. Here's one from the NHL. They haven't put this in yet. The trackable hockey puck.
Oh, you mean it's going to be like when you watch him, he does a slap shot, and you're going to see that.
See, I'm thinking this is already in use because it's patent 5,500,000.
I've seen it in golf. They hit the golf ball,
same
and
technology.
you see the line, the light line following the golf ball. So they're going to have that with the puck, huh?
Yep. And moving on to golf.
Okay, golf.
I'm sorry. We'll get to golf.
Okay.
Tennis.
What the hell do you need for tennis? Oh, wait, don't tell me. I will bet you they will have something in the lines that will tell you if a ball is in or out.
Yes.
All right.
Very good.
Which is about time. No one can argue with a judge now or an official.
Well, those are helpful inventions.
Yeah.
I have probably two of the best ones.
I mean, they're not helpful at all? Or they're not in use at all?
They're in use.
They're in use? Okay.
The giant foam finger.
Wow, that was a patent, huh?
Design patent.
Design patent, huh?
Design patent 558,000.
That guy must be so freaking rich.
I would assume so.
I would. Or how about the big styrofoam cowboy hat, too? You can always get that.
No one's patented that yet.
No. Oh, let's get on it.
Well, this one is even better. You know how when you get your beer from the stands and it spills over the top sometimes, and you lose some beer?
Yeah.
There is a patent coming down the road. It's being pushed right now. New beer taps that fill the cup from the bottom up.
I don't even know how that works.
Goes through the bottom.
I mean, they just put them up there, and it
reduces the head, gives you more beer in the cup, and it protects it from any kind of spillage going into the cup.
Oh, okay. All right. I see how that goes.
Yeah, they're looking out for the consumer.
Wasn't there something something with beer? I think the Yankees had it, that they had pictures.
Beer art.
The beer art, yeah.
Yes.
Is that patented or?
That's patented.
That's patented.
That's
it was
patented
for people who don't know. If you look at the foam of the beer, it's the face of a Yankees player, right? It was the Yankees, right?
It was the Yankees.
It was the Yankees. Yeah, no, they have the face of the Yankees player carved inside the foam. I don't know if carved is the right word, but it's embedded in the foam, which is really interesting. I don't know why they stopped that, but
well, hey, more patents. The mascot cheer simulator.
I don't know what that is.
It's patent number 5,259,000. Blah blah blah. A couple other digits there. It's a device that a fan can hold, and it can be programmed to duplicate the crowd sounds or the mascot. If the mascot's a lion, it can do a roar.
Okay.
It's not out there yet. It's just in the patent office. Someone's got a patent.
It's kind of weird.
It mimics the animal mascot with your own voice. Oh. So,
the animal mascot with your own voice, huh?
You do if you're going to talk in a roar if you're a lion.
Oh, okay. All right, that's interesting.
Or it's a cheer, or something like that. So,
I want to know who patented the T-shirt gun or the T-shirt cannon.
Actually,
whoever did that was a genius.
That's a good one. But I figured let me give you a couple odd ones here, too.
Okay.
The electronic football capable of measuring throwing statistics. Somebody patented that.
So it's embedded in a football, and
you throw it,
and it does all the distance,
speed, length of time it was in the air, the hang time, all that stuff.
I can see that.
Yeah, patent number 6,580,000.
It was good for the combines.
Yes. This one I think is probably one of the best ones out there. This is another design patent.
Okay.
Now,
is it out there already?
Oh yeah, it's out there. Now,
what could it be?
You want to take a shot at it?
It's a design patent, so it means it's some kind of article of clothing or something that it can't be the pennant, right? No.
You're close with the article of clothing because a lot of people can't go out without these.
If it's that cheesehead thing.
A disposable flask.
Really?
Design patent number 651,000.
I've never said that could be good for so many activities. A throwaway flask. How was it made out of?
Plastic.
It's plastic. Well,
to get around the metal detector.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now we're not encouraging people to do that.
No, but if you can tell me where I can find one, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But no, but don't they pat you down?
Yeah, but it's a flexible thing.
Oh, Oh, you mean it's not hard
It's
plastic?
not hard plastic.
It's like a bag
Right,
kind of thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smuggling in alcohol is like a tradition. I don't know what I saw one time. Someone had emptied a NyQuil bottle, put vodka in it, and put green food coloring in it just to get it through the thing. But I'm not sure if they allow you to do NyQuil either.
No, you can't bring in anything anymore.
No, you can't.
So
that was well before the new regulations.
yeah. All right, we'll end on this one. I got a whole bunch more, but we'll end on this one. The football cornhole board.
More cornhole. Come on.
I had to. U.S. patent number. It's a design patent. D706355.
So instead of a beanbag, it looks like a football?
Yeah, it looks like a football field.
Oh, okay. The board is painted
The board is
the
the
field.
design. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I figured end it on that.
Yeah, start and end on cornhole, the way an American radio program should.
Sooner or later, there will be a cornhole radio show.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there's a podcast for it.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of podcasts. So that's it for the sports patents.
All right, another great week. Enjoy the World Cup.
NBA
draft, which is always an exciting time. I have no clue where LeBron's going to end up. I wonder if we're going to know next week.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Well, he's got to decide by June 29th, so it is next week.
So, yeah, I guess we'll probably know. Hey, but we'll be here talking about it. So see you next time on the Turnpike.